Good evening, everyone. My name is Tessa Layer, and I'll be doing a presentation on the euthanization of animals. Alrighty, according to the ASPCA, which is the American Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals, there are about 5,000 community animal shelters nationwide that are independent. There is no national organization monitoring these shelters. The terms Humane Society and SPCA are generic. Shelters using those names are not a part of the ASPCA or the Humane Society of the United States. Currently, no government institution or animal organization is responsible for tabulating national statistics, for the animal protection movement. And on to the next slide. This will give us the national euthanasia statistics. Okay? At times, difficult to pinpoint because animal care and control agencies are not uniformly required to keep statistics on the number of animals taken in, adopted, euthanized, or reclaimed. While many shelters know the value of keeping statistics, no national reporting structure exists to make compelling national statistics on these figures possible. So basically what that means is a lot of the shelters does not keep the number of animals that are euthanized, so we really don't have an accurate number of how many animals are taken down every year. And I want to go on to the next slide. And this is according to the American Humane. And this is the website, AmericanHumane.org. Of the 1,000 shelters that replied to the National Council survey, 4.3 million animals were handled. In 1997, roughly 64% of the total number of animals that enter shelters were euthanized, approximately 2.7 million animals in just these 1,000 shelters. These animals may have been euthanized due to overcrowding, but may also have been sick, aggressive, injured, or suffering from something else. All right, and I will go on to the next slide. This is going to give us the percentage of animals reunited with their owners, and it would greatly increase if these happen. And I have bullet points for everything. If we be sure that the pet wears an identification tag, a rabies license, and city license. Include your name, address, phone number, and pet's name. Keep the license current as they help shelters locate pet owners. If you are willing to pay a reward, put it on the tag. When moving, put a temporary tag on your pet. Include a phone number of someone who will know how to reach you. And then I have some more here. Don't always assume that your indoor pet doesn't need tags. Many strays in shelters are indoor pets that escaped. So we always want to make sure that we have some kind of tag on our pet so that we make sure that if we lose them, we get them back. You also want to make sure that you purchase a special cat collar with the elastic band. It protects your cat from being caught in any kind of fence. And then also, in addition to ID tags, you also may want to consider microchipping your pet. And that's a good way to locate them as well. And on to the next slide. This gives us facts about pet ownership in the U.S. About 62% of all households in the United States have pets. About 78.2 million dogs and about 86.4 million cats are owned in the United States. More than 20% of people who leave dogs in shelters adopted them from a shelter. The cost of spaying and neutering a pet is less than the cost of raising puppies or kittens. And that will be for 1 year. Then it gives us the basic average cost of basic food, supplies, medical care, and training for a dog or cat. You're looking at about $600 to $900 annually just for the care of a pet. 78% of 78% of pet dogs and 88% of pet cats are sprayed or neutered. And by us doing this, it decreases the overpopulation of animals, which decreases the population of them going into the shelter. And then on to the next fact, we will be discussing the overpopulation of the pets in the U.S., which is the main cause of animals ending up in animal shelters and being euthanized. It is impossible to determine how many stray dogs and cats live in the United States. Estimates for cats alone range up to 70 million. The average number of litters a fertile cat produces is 1 to 2 a year. The average number of kittens are 4 to 6 per litter. Owned cats and dogs generally live longer, healthier lives than strays. Many strays are lost pets who are not kept properly indoors or provided with identification. And then also, only 10% of the animals received by shelters have been spayed or neutered, while 78% of dogs and 88% of cats are spayed or neutered. And then the next slide would be my conclusion that I have. And basically with my conclusion, I provide you with main information on animal euthanization. Now that you have the knowledge, think about how many pets we are losing every day and what can be done to stop this. How can we as people change the situation? Maybe even consider adopting a pet or getting your pet spaded or neutered to stop the overpopulation of animals. Did anybody have any questions?
I had any questions.
No questions at this time.
Okay, I
it
guess
was
I don't
very
have-
good.
Thank you.